Happy morning, children. Valga Velamudan. Yes, dears. Today, the second chapter in history, the same. Okay, the second chapter from hunter gatherer to farmer. Okay, that is hunting to food growing. Okay, first they are hunted the food, then gathered, then gathered their food, then they itself started to grow the foods. The early humans. Okay, then only the first we saw, last sessions we saw about why the people are moving from place to place. In olden days, where they settled, okay, where they settled and why they were moved from place to place. This we discussed in the last session, okay. Yes, children, in your book we completed how do we know about these people and choosing a place to live in, and why the people, why the early humans moved from place to place. Okay, why these people moved from place to place here? For 4 reasons they moved from place to place. What was the first reason? If they consumed the food what available near to them, if they consumed fully, means they want to move in search of the food and water. And the second one, they had to follow the movements of animals. Why? Means if the animals also moved from place to place in search of food and water. Okay, so these people, early humans, want to follow that animals movement because they want to hunt their food. Okay, so then third one, they move from place to place according to the season. Okay, they need to season fruits and vegetables. For the season also they move to place, they moved from place to place. For these reasons and some other reasons also, we saw that smaller Greece, they need the places, they need to live comfortable caves or on trees. For the 4 reasons they moved from place to place. Okay, they need water, so they moved from the river side. If the rivers or the ponds or the lakes where they settled, that places, that water bodies are dried in summer season, so they need to move to the another place or water bodies in search of water. Okay, yes, children, for the 4 reasons the early humans moved from place to place. That is, early humans begin migrating. Then today's session we are going to discuss these 4 topics. What are the 4 topics? Finding out about fire, a changing environment, the beginning of farming and herding, a new way of life. Okay, the introduction of new way of life, the settle of new life we can see in the next session. Today you are going to see detail about the finding out fire, a changing environment, the beginning of farming and herding. Okay, yes, children, after these 3 there is changes in the human's life. Okay, so that is a new way of life. Yes, the first one, finding out about fire. Okay, so we use nowadays fire for many purposes. Okay, like that early humans discovered the fire. Okay, how he discovered? Discovery of fire. The discovery of fire was an important step in the history of mankind that brought a number of changes to the lives of the early humans and led to a large progress. Okay, yes, children, it is the first discovery. It is very important for the humankind. Okay, why? Means that without fire now we can't cook. Electric energy, that is atomic energy, thermal energy we are taken from the heat energy, everything. So lot of things we are doing now, but in the earlier, at very first when they discovered, already they saw the fire because due to the lightning and forest fire they saw. They don't know the uses of fire. Okay, after they discovered the fire, there was a changes in their life. How they discovered the fire? We know the early humans do the stone tools, use the stone tools for hunting, for digging the ground, for so many reasons. Okay, while while the early humans shapes the stones, okay, shapes the stones, that time maybe the fire sparks because of the rubbing two stones, flint stones, okay, that's called flint. Okay, if they rubbing, when they rubbed the flint to stones, that time the spark may come out. So after that they know to how produce the fire, and after that they use the fire for many purposes. Finding out about fire, how we know that early humans use the fire, traces of ash have been found in Karnool caves. Yes children, without proof in history we can't say anything. So here is the proof. Traces of ash have been found in Karnool caves. So after that historian says that early humans discovered the fire because of many reasons how they found the fire. Then what are the purposes of fire used for them? Source of light, scare animals away, roast meat, keep them warm in winter. Okay, yes children, now I will just you read how they used the fire. Traces of ash have been found in the Karnool caves. This suggests that people were familiar with the use of fire. Fire could have been for many things, as a source of light, scare the wild animals, and cook their meat, cook the meat what they hunt. Then they keep themselves warm in the winter. Okay. Yes children, the question for you, what do we use fire today? The answer I need to WhatsApp. Okay. Yes children, now we understood finding out about fire, how they discovered fire, how we got the information, because traces of ash have been found in Karnool caves. Okay. Then what are the things, what are the purpose they used the fire, that also we came to know. Then being able to make fire is really helpful for the early humans. Here I am giving a storyboard for you. Early humans discovered fire and live in caves. Fire, it was discovered in the Paleolithic age. What is Paleolithic? Wait. The ability to create fire was a useful technological advancement because it can be used for light, warmth, cooking, etc. It allowed the early humans to continue developing and growing. If it had not been discovered, we might have still been hunting and gathering to this day. Okay. Yes. Making stone tools. We are saying that Paleolithic is called Stone Age. Yes. Archaeological named this very old period when early humans were hunter-gatherer and used stone tools as Paleolithic age. In the Greek language, paleo means old and litho means stone. Okay. So we are saying this is Stone Age. For all the purpose they used only stones, because that was the only material available for them to hunt or dig for any other purposes. The early people are thought to have used two techniques for making tools. One of the techniques is called stone on stone. That time that is what? Stone on stone, they are keeping one stone, that is shaping or polishing or other things they are doing. Okay, they did make the stones in the correct shape or polishing. For that, that technique is called stone on stone. The second technique is called pressure flacking. That means they are keep one stone and they are broke that stone into small pieces with the other big stones. That's called pressure flocking. These techniques, they were used in the Paleolithic age. Here children, I was given names and dates for you. Paleolithic age, that is old stone age. Mesolithic age, that is middle stone age. Then Neolithic age, that is called new stone age. Chalcolithic age, that was called copper stone age. Here the words paleo, meso, neo, chalco. That means paleo means old, meso means middle, neo means new, chalco means copper and stone, and lithic means stone, are derived from ancient Greek. Paleo means old, yes, that the same they have given. What was the stone tools in different periods they were used? In the Paleolithic age, they was used by the things used by the early humans was choppers, scrapers and diggers were developed. Used to what purpose they used? To scrap meat from skin and dig up plant roots. Then 4000 BCE to 20,000 BCE, that is Mesolithic, Middle Age, and we can say this Microlithic. This age they used the microtic stone tools, okay, very sharp and small stone tools. Tools with handles such as hand axes were developed, used to hunt larger animals. Then 10,000 BCE to 8,000 BCE, smaller tools in triangular shape such as arrowheads were developed, used to hunt faster animals. 8,000 BCE to 2000 BCE, that spears and agricultural tools were developed, used to help grow and harvest crops. Yes. Changes in the environment. Okay, there was also some major climatic changes occurring across the world. Yes children, before that we know two things, okay, that is finding out about fire and the dates and time, names and dates. Yes, no, these two things we came to know, finding how they discovered the fire and the names and the dates. This is okay. 2.4 million years ago was called Paleolithic. Okay, so we know Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic and Chalcolithic ages. Okay, till this old Stone Age. Next, the third one is changes in the environment. There was also some major climatic changes occurring across the world. At very first it was Ice Age, okay, because our earth came from the sun. After it started to getting cooling, okay, it is fully covered with ice. Then after the Ice Age over completed, it started to melting and the greenery places were appear on the earth. The climate became warmer and as a result many places emerged as grasslands. After the ice sheets, after the ice melted, as a result what happened, many places emerged as grasslands. Animals survived on grass increased, herding of animals began, thought of growing plants began to develop. These changes happened, okay. Animals survived on grass increased, herding of animals began, thought of growing plants began to develop. Okay children, yes, till this we will close this session. The next session we will continue with the same slide. Please wait children.